Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. So today we're reviewing another one of these American Mountain Dews, but this one is going to be on the Voltage, which is apparently dew charged with raspberry citrus flavour. So that definitely sounds interesting, raspberry and citrus. Anyways, before I do start, I did get this drink off of the website Goodies Sweets. Again, it's one of these English websites which sells American drinks, candy, soda, and also a lot of European chocolate and candy and stuff like that as well. So I have a special discount code for you guys. If you want to save 15% off a order at Goodies Sweets, you can use code ZESTYLIME. I'll put the code in the description below, so you can go and copy and paste it to make it easier. But yes, 15% off any order with Goodies Sweets. Go check them out. It's got loads of stuff on there. Anyways, so yes, Mountain Dew Vultures. So let's give you guys a full 360 of the can. So Mountain Dew cans are generally quite attractive and quite nice looking, but this can's kind of a bit boring and dull really. There's kind of not much going on the can. It's kind of just dark blue and that's it really. It really isn't one of the more appealing Mountain Dew cans out there. So on the back, we've got kind of a black back in there, and then with the ingredients in white, and then kind of the pattern starts kind of, as you can see, straight from the line. Now I said, for the most part, it's kind of just a dark boring blue. We have literally one kind of zap there, the Z there to represent the Vultures, but apart from that, it's a really dull looking boring can. There's just nothing on there, certainly compared to some of their other cans anyway, which are like way more, you know, bright and colourful. So yeah, really pretty boring dull can, but there you go. And on the bottom it's all standard, and on the top everything is all standard and silver, including the pull ring as well. So anyways, taking a closer look at the can. So it's the 355 milliliter can, so it's a bit bigger than our usual Coke, you know, 330 ml can we're used to over here. So of course this is full sugar, as it is American drink, so it does have the famous high fructose corn syrup, and the total sugar content for the entire can is 46 grams of sugar, which is of course a lot. Apart from that, there really isn't too much interesting on the can. They don't put too much on these. Caffeine content is 55 milligrams per can, so it is low in caffeine, but it's got obviously a little bit in there, but it's such a minimal amount, I really won't worry about it. But apart from that, yeah, there's nothing else interesting on the can. Like I said, raspberry and citrus, so there's only one way to find out. So it's nice and cold. I have got a cup. Hopefully it won't explode over me. So I'm hoping this will taste nice, but you know, typical American drink being really syrupy and sugary, you know, it could just be way over the top of getting ruin the actual flavour, but we will find out. Don't explode. Okay, a little bit come off there, but I think we're a little bit over my desk, but I think we're safe for the most part. Oh, I didn't guess the colour. I guessed the colour. Well, I'm going to guess blue because obviously with this type of drink, it's got artificial colouring and stuff. But I say blue, but I'm only because I'm looking at the can. It's going to be blue or red because of the raspberry and stuff. So I reckon blue or red. Right, and the colour is... Hey viewers, Zesty Lime Studios here. If you want to save 10% discount on any of these Zest Gamer products, don't forget to use code ZESTYLS. The code will be in the description below. These are my two personal favourites, Horus and Hyper Beast. Thanks guys. Yep, it is blue. Makes sense to match the can. Good old artificial colouring. So quite a lot of foam on the top there, and quite a lot of small bubbles on the side as well with this one. So the colour is a nice blue. It's definitely like a nice, I guess a nice sea blue really in a way. I get not really a sea blue, but I guess sometimes when the sea's looking a bit more darker rather than more with a lighter sea colour. But yeah, it is a nice blue colour, and it is see-through. Hello, as you can see my face through the drink. So let's give it a closer smell now and see what we can smell of. Oh yes, I can certainly smell citrus in there, some sort of citrus blend. Now I know kind of Mountain Dew is kind of, well, I was going to say citrusy anyway, but I guess the blend is different here in England to what it is over in America. So I guess they are two different things really if you think about it, the Mountain Dew in the different countries. But yeah, they're kind of like similar to citrus anyway, the original. Well, over here anyway. Well, it smells nice though. It's just, yeah, it smells of citruses. Cool. Well, nevertheless, let's taste some. Not too bad, actually. Yeah, so that's not too bad. Initial reaction to that. Definitely, and I found this with a few of these mountain juices before. They're definitely not as sweet and not as syrupy as I was expecting. And I always compare the American Fantas to being one of the most sugariest and syrupiest American drinks you can buy, which probably is, is probably correct. But this, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is definitely syrupy and it is sweet. But I'm trying to just, bring myself back to the old days of when like Rockstar and all that used to have like 80 grams of sugar per can and used to be crazy amounts of sugar. But really, this doesn't seem that sugary to what I was expecting. Like I said, it's definitely more sugary and syrupy than the English drinks, 100%. But it's not just way over the top, which a lot of these American drinks are. So it's over the top, of course, compared to England drinks, but it's not super high. But the flavour, well, yeah, it's quite interesting actually. It's definitely a good mix between the citrus and the raspberry, and I know it's got on there with, what does that say, with other natural flavours. Of course, Mountain Dew generally has a mix of both artificially and natural flavourings and stuff like that, so it's got a mix of both. But you know what, I'm drinking it and there's kind of a citrus back in there, but because it's so sweet and so sugary, it's a sweet citrus blend. Because sometimes a citrus blend can consist of sometimes like maybe lemons or oranges or something like that. Sometimes the lemon and the orange can just be a bit not as sweet as you'd expect with some of these citrus blends in these drinks. Maybe a bit bitter sometimes, or a bit sour sometimes, depending what you put in the citrus mix. So it's a really sweet kind of citrus mix in there, and then kind of after that you kind of got this raspberry taste. But again, because it's so sweet and so syrupy, it's almost like you're drinking, say, kind of the raspberry drizzle stuff you get that you put on ice cream. Again, because it's so sweet and so sugary, again, comparing the raspberry in this to, say, a raspberry flavoured water, sugar-free water in England, they are literally two different things. Or even comparing the raspberry in that to Pepsi Max's raspberry taste, they're just totally different things. That is, because of the sugar and the syrup, it is like you've got the raspberry drizzle stuff in liquid form, combined with a super, with a sweet citrus blend. But the two together is actually quite nice because you've got a nice sweet citrus with sweet raspberry. So again, it's different because we're used to most stuff being sugar-free over here now in England. And like I said, if you compare it to, say, Pepsi Max, and you compare it to, say, maybe the citrus Coke or something like that, they do taste completely different to what this does. It's just the syrup kick to it and the extra sugar just pumps up the actual flavour, makes them all sweet and syrupy and all nice. And yeah, I guess you see this drink as a treat because of how much, sugar it's got in it and stuff. You obviously wouldn't, I know some people drink gallons of this stuff every day in America, but over here we do not drink full sugar stuff like this anymore because it's just, well, it's more expensive for a start, and it's just not good for you, and it's over the top. But I think as it is, as a try for America, it's it's okay for what it is. Again, would I drink a pint of this? Well, I mean, no, because of just how much sugar there is. But if I was to drink a pint, would it become too much as a flavour? I think maybe after a pint of this stuff, it might get a bit sickly for probably most people, including myself. But I think as a little can like this to chug down when you're really thirsty and you just want to chug something down that's really sugary and just sweet, I think, yeah, okay, great. But in terms of what it is, yeah, it's fine. Let me toss them out the can, and then I'll give my final views on the drink. Yeah, definitely the sweet citrus at the beginning, followed by a really sweet raspberry taste. So yeah, and even though it's got natural and artificially there's no weird chemical taste, to be fair, because it's got real sugar and real syrup, full sugar syrup, it tastes more real in an aspect. Now, sometimes these American drinks can taste a bit chemically because, again, of the artificial and natural flavourings combined together. But this one doesn't taste like that. It tastes fine. So I think the flavour is nice, but overall, like I said, it is let down by the sugar and syrup and stuff, but that's just a different side to it. But anyways, I think for the drink itself, I think, yes, I'll give it a thumbs up because I will drink the rest of that, but I've had no other sugar today, so that will literally be my sugar content for today. So I will give it a thumbs up, as I said, just because the flavour is nice for what it is. So there you go. But anyways, viewers, if you have tried that drink, let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to check the description of this video because you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter. Or if you want to support the channel, you can check out my Patreon. Minimum support is £1, and I go towards new drinks, which means new videos for the channel. So as always, thanks for watching.